Hello, thanks for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. This is part 3 to a series of videos to go over the Unit 5 study guide. And we left off at number 8, which you can see here. And we're going to pick up on number 9. So let's take a look at number 9. Alright, on number 9 we got a graph. And what we want to do is this is a system of inequalities. Actually, I take that back. It's just a system of equations by graphing. Okay, so all we got to do is graph each one of these lines and see where they cross at. So let's look at number 9. Okay, first I'm going to start off with -3, which is the y-intercept. I'm going to come down here. And next, I'm going to do the slope, which is -3. Since it's negative, I'm going to go down and to the right. And I'm going to start where the last point was. So I'm going to go down 3 and to the right 1 by making it a fraction. So I'll go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the right 1. Okay? And if, to make sure you draw the line a little bit, excuse me, make sure you got the line, draw the line a little bit better. You can make multiple dots here. Okay, I can go down 3 and over 1 again, or I can go up 3 and back 1. Alright, now I've got all these dots in here, and I can just draw the line. And here, we're not worried about inequalities or anything equal or anything like that. Just going to draw a solid line. Don't have to worry about shading or any of that. Now, here, on this one, there's two ways to go about it. I can graph it by graphing the intercepts. I can cancel out this, put in 0 for y, which will cancel this out, and divide by 1 and get a number. And then I can cancel out this x, or put a 0 in for x and divide by -2 and get a number. And plot those on the intercepts, whatever they may fall. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to work it out. And I'm going to take this and change it to look more like this top equation, y equals something. So I'm going to start by just rewrote it. X minus 2y is equal to -8. And I'm going to isolate this y. So I'm going to subtract x on both sides. Alright, now I'm going to, the x's are going to cancel out when I add. Remember, this -x and -8 are not like terms, so we can't add them together. So I'm going to bring down this -2y and put that -8x in front and put the -8 in behind so it looks more like this y equals mx plus b format I got up here. Alright. So now I have -2y is equal to -x minus 8. Now I'm going to divide by 2 to get the y by itself. Not just 2, but -2 all the way across. So now when we divide by this -2, that's going to cancel out. I'm going to bring down this y. And I'm going to have -1 divided by -2. It doesn't come out even, so I'm going to leave it as a fraction. But I have negative divided by a negative, which is a positive. And then this negative divided by negative is also a positive, and 8 divided by 2. So that's going to leave me with y is equal to a positive 1/2 x plus 4. Now it looks more like this top equation, and I can do what I need to do. I can look at the y-intercept, which is 4, and then do this slope, a positive slope. It's going to go up 1 and over 2. So I'm going to start off by plotting it here at 4, positive 4, and then go up 1 and over 2. So I go up 1 and to the right 2. And I could keep doing that and make a lot of different dots here. Go up 1 and over 2, up 1 and over 2. I can go down 1 and back 2, down 1 and back 2, until I have enough dots to show where my line is. And you can already see where it crosses at, right here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a line. And where it crosses at here is -2. Now I'm going back to 0, 0, just to tell me what this point is. Going here, I'm going over 2 and up 3. So it's -2, 3. Alright, let's take a look at number 8. Sorry, number 10. Now, on number 10, both of these are already in slope-intercept form. That makes it a little easier for us. So I'm going to start off by plotting this -2, which is right here. And then this is cut off, but it's just the number 1. 1 over 2, so I'm going to go up 1 and over 2 because it's positive. So I'll go up 1 and over 2. And then again, I made a lot of different dots so I could draw my line straight. And there's no inequalities, nothing to worry about shading anything. I'm just going to draw a solid line. Alright, now we're going to graph this one. Don't have to solve anything. It's already in y equals negative 3 over 2x minus 6. Y equals mx plus b format. I'm going to start with the y-intercept. Okay, and the y-intercept is going to be -6. So I go down here and plot -6. And in here, I'm going down 3 and to the right 2 because it's negative. So I go down 3 and to the right 2. And that's going to give me my next point. Now, some people get confused with the negative signs. It's in the denominator, it's in the numerator, it's on the side. Either way works. Okay, let's say for instance this negative was down here. What would you do? Well, it'll be positive, so instead of going down, you go up. But the 2 is now negative, so instead of going to the right, you go to the left. So that'll be more like this. You go up 3 and back 2, up 3 and back 2, up 3 and back 2. And now we got more dots to draw the line. We can see where it crosses at, which is right here. And that point is what we need to know. Alright, so we come back to 0, 0. And we can tell we go over 2 and down 2. And that's going to be -2, -3. And if you ever wonder if it's right, all you have to do is take this x and this y and plug it in and see if it comes out right. It should come out correct for both of them. Alright, let's take a look at number 11. Alright, so number 11, we're going to solve the system of equations below by substitution. Now, substitution means we're going to plug in these values here. So, here, I took this bottom equation. I got -3x plus 4y is equal to -26. -3x plus 4y is equal to -26. And I plugged in for y a value that's equal to y, 5x plus 2. So I plug that in for y. So now I have -3x plus 4 times 5x plus 2 is equal to -26. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is distribute 4 times 5 and 4 times 2. I like to do the signs, but here it's all positive, so it's just going to be positive. So now I have -3x plus 4 times 5, which is 20x. And then 4 times 2, which is 8. Next thing I'm going to do is combine like terms. So -3x and positive 20, both on the same side of the equal sign. Don't do the opposite right here because they're on the same side. So we got -3x and positive 20, different signs, find the difference. 20 minus 3, 17x. Alright, now I have 17x plus 8 is equal to -26. We do the opposite of adding 8 and subtract 8 on both sides. So now I have had 17x plus 8 is equal to -26. I'm subtracting 8 on both sides. The 8's are going to cancel out. And over here I have the same sign, so I find the sum. 26 plus 8. We're going to keep it negative. I got 17x is equal to -34. Okay, so that same sign find the sum is going to get us negative 34. The 8's are going to cancel out, and I'm bringing down this 17x. Now all I got to do is isolate this 17x, or isolate the x by dividing by 17. And the 17 is going to cancel out, and that's going to give me x. And then it's going to be equals to negative 34 divided by 17. Negative divided by positive is negative. 34 divided by 17 is 2. So x is equal to negative 2. So it feels like we're done, but we're not. We got to take that negative 2 and we're going to plug it back in. Now I can plug it in any one of these equations, but I'm going to plug it into the first one because it's easier to work. So I'm going to take that y equal to 5 negative 2, which comes from right here, and it's the same as this x here. I'm plugging negative 2, and then just solving from here. 5 times negative 2, positive times a negative is a negative. 5 times 2 is 10. So I got negative 10. So y is equal to negative 10 plus 2. Alright, next, we're just going to hit combine these two here. Negative 10, positive 2. Different signs, find the difference. 10 minus 2 is 8. You get negative 8. So now I have my point. Just like I did when I solved a system of equations by graphing. When the line crossed, I had two numbers, the x and the y. So here I have an x and a y here. And let's see if I wrote it out. Yep, negative 2, negative 8. Alright, so I'm going to cut it off right here. That's it for part 3. Stay tuned for part 4 of this series of videos for Unit 5 Assessment Study Guide. But for now, thank you for checking out Mr. Witt's videos. Have a nice day.